I was in active addiction for over 13 years. I was a broken girl with a hole in my soul, and this is part 6 of my story. So we left off that I was living in the one-bedroom efficiency with LD, and the roach was on his shoulder. Like I was saying in that video, you guys, it was a normal everyday occurrence to see roaches, see rats, hear women screaming at night, smell crack smoke, see pimps and drug dealers outside and inside of the building all the time. Growing up when I was younger, I had never ever lived in anything like this. I always lived in a nice, clean home with my mother and father. This was something that was like, it was one of my low points in my life because I had let myself get to this point, and that's what I always would say to myself, like, how did I let myself get to this point? How did I let myself get to this point? So we lived there for about 6 months, and right around the 5-month mark, my parents wanted to come see where we were living. My dad wanted to come see where we were living. And so they came over and I showed them, and my dad freaked the fuck out. My parents stepped up to the plate and they helped by researching and finding me a trailer that me and LD could move into. And I paid the deposit and the first month's rent, and we moved in and we had our own little trailer. It was really nice, and it was right down the road from my mom and dad's house. So things were looking up. But I was still hella strung out on methamphetamine and benzos, you guys. Like, I was just smoking and snorting benzos every single day. And me and LD's relationship was getting more and more strained. We were fighting, we were arguing a lot, but he still hadn't, like, taken his hands to me yet. What he did do was, one night we went over to his friend's house and we were all drinking, and we got super drunk, and I was driving us home. I was drunk. It was me, LD, his sister, and his sister's girlfriend, and we were driving home to her apartment. He kept messing with my radio, and I had asked him to stop over and over again. Well, the last time he did it, it pissed me off, so I popped him in his face. I shouldn't have done that, but what he did next was not right. He took my steering wheel and he threw us into oncoming traffic, and we were hit right at the front of my car, spun around, hit in the middle of my car, and then pushed over to the side of the road on all 4 flats. He got out of my car and he ran, and he left me there. Him and his sister, all of them ran, and I was there to fend for myself, drunk as a skunk on the